Hi guys, and welcome back to Transport Fever. Oh yeah, we're going to play again. We need to get going. We're making no money at all. We are making a little bit. We've made 114 grand so far. Made up of all of that. Most of it's railroad. Look, this is why you do the railroads. If I bring up the list here, this will show you where we're making money, which is a tiny bit on railroad. We've barely started though. We may have been playing 45 minutes, but we got a long way to go. Yes, and we're going to carry on going until we do it. Oh, I love that train. Should we? I just want to ride the train. That's all I want to do. So episode 2 is going to be riding backwards and forward on the train. No, it's not. It's not. I'm lying. We're going to try. So I've gone through an overview just to recap. Basically showed you the map size, which is obviously going to favour us for aeroplanes in late game, because we've done a 1:3 ratio, so 1 square by 3 squares, and I've shown you how to set up and to be careful making train lines between point A and B and their capture areas, and how to set up your coach lines to complement them in order to make money. And obviously the towns are developing, that's lovely. As I say, you don't spam in loads of wagons because you will lose money that way because of the cost of maintenance and that. And we're attempting to run coaches between. This guy's got 4 people on. There are nobody else waiting there at the moment, but we've got another wagon on the way out there which has got no people on, incidentally. We've got people waiting to go back this time though. That's good. We've got a crude oil line going, which has got a lot of crude oil waiting there. So the first thing I'm going to do is add wagons to that. So again, I'm going to go in here. Let's just open this up a bit so we can see. And we're going to put this on crude oil, which is that one. As I say, if you leave it on auto, it will just automatically go on to crude oil when the wagons get assigned to a line. They won't change. If you try to do a crude oil line, so from the well to the refinery and then to drop off in town, that won't work because it won't pick the fuel up, because they will only pick up crude oil. So make sure you keep that in mind. We are going to get those going. We want to get the production up, so we're going to add wagons to the crude oil line. Now, as I say, spamming loads of wagons in isn't going to work. You only want a few, because of the costs. But we do want fuel going to this town, so we can make money at this. So we get the demand going up, we get the production going up over here, because this production's 0 at the moment, so it's not going to do us any favours. 19 people on our train. We've got people waiting at the other end. He's nearly there. We don't do too bad. Hopefully these wagons will go straight out this time and go to the right location. Just look how that town's building up. This town looks epic. Look at that. We've got a little triangular area going on here. I like that. The way this is developing. Let's say we're getting roads coming out there. We could build the roads out ourselves, but it's cheaper if the game does it itself, because it doesn't cost you money if the game's doing it. Look at how close that is. Blimey. I think we could have a bit of a landslide in there. But it's developing because we put a bus stop there. And there's somebody waiting there, which is good. I love the detail. Loving the detail. Right. We've got more wagons going out. There's 2 going across there. They are going the right way by the looks of it, as long as they turn left now and not right. They turn right, no, left. Where are you going? I'll tell you what I might do is quickly add in. Can I go from there? Oh, I can. Let's add a little road in there. That might encourage them. Go straight on, mate. There's a shortcut. Go straight. There you go. He's going the right way. Well, we've got 1 wagon doing that at the moment, which isn't enough, because everything's making a loss apart from the train line. He's now full as well. Now, what I need to do is we're going to be a bit clever here. Oh, it's doing an auto save. That's a good point. We need to save as well. We've got people waiting here. We've got 11 people waiting to go back. We're going to be a little bit clever. I'll show you how. We need to let them drop the passengers off first, though. Because we need to make that bigger. It's got not got enough capacity now. Now I could have put 3 wagons on it from the start. So there's already 5 people waiting there. There's not a lot of extra. We could wait another turn, let it build up a bit more, and then do it. But I'm going to do it now. Look at that saddler, that leather products. Blue Sky Hotel. Which is this one? As you travel, ask us. Awesome wagon and floor covers. How cool. They've really thought about the detail in this game. Queen's Road. We should have called that Queen's Road, shouldn't we? No, I want you guys. Are you empty? Yeah. Go the other way. Are you empty? Yeah, go the other way. I want you guys going to that. I think he's dropped off. Is there nothing waiting there yet? No, he hasn't dropped off. Right, okay, that's fine. He's still going. He's en route. We've got these wagons. This one's coming back with 4 people on. Yep. And this guy's out here with no people on, but are there more people waiting? There are. If we look closely, we can see how many are waiting. Look. 5 people waiting. Oh, look, you can count them. Right. I think we can get another wagon on that line. I think 3 will be enough. Oh, we don't want that one, we want that one. It's going to be great. We're going to buy that and we're going to set that to that line. So we're going to add another wagon to that line. That should be enough, I think, for now. There we go. Incidentally, is that yeah, we didn't call it that way round. It's cool. Train's about halfway, just over. I'm also, I don't know that bit of road there, isn't it? Just get rid of that, that looks better. This little house here, look. I'm just going to have a barbecue out the back and a train comes along. That's an ideal train spotter's location. If you're looking up at it a bit, you get a bit of a crook neck looking up there, but you can imagine it. It's like, look at that train going past. Just, it's not going to crash, because if it crashes, it's on a straight, it's fine. Alright, are these guys bringing stuff back now? Yes. He's got a full wagon. He's got a full wagon, I suspect. Yes. Got plenty of crude oil going. He's just about to drop off. No, he's just dropped off. So this should start producing. So we'll see this. Right, there we go. It's making the crude oil there. It's got 8 production. And it will start putting it over here. So once we get... We could add wagons to that now. I want to see how much it makes first, if I can. Let's bring that up there. We might have to put some wagons on it, I think. Let's put some wagons on it. Let's do it. Alright, so this is going to be fuel. So fuel is there. Let's make those red. Do 3. We'll do 3 again. Get them going on there. And away they go. And we'll leave that to progress. Oh, hang on. No, I've done that wrong, because what I wanted to do was send him back to depot before he picked it. We'll let him run again round. We're probably going to have too many people this end, aren't we? We'll let him run again. He's going to maximise his profit there anyway. We might actually make a profit this year. As long as we don't spend any money, we're fine. Of course we're going to spend money. We're only 10 minutes into the game. We've added wagons. I don't know where they are. There he is. There's 1, 2, 3 coming out. We could have... Yeah, they're going to come out that way. That's fine. I'm not going to make a new road just to get them out of town. Because once they're en route, they're fine. Come past the other way. How good is that? 10 mile an hour. Oh yeah, 10 mile an hour they do. Nice flat road. So they're going to be continuing to bring in oil. If we bring that up. Again, the only line making money at the moment is that train line. But that's okay. We need to get him back in the depot, so I need to be very on the ball when he gets back this time next time. No 20-minute rule, by the way. Just work. The mechanics work totally different. Supply and demand. We'll be building out this way as well. Look at these. Look at that. Black rock vegetables. What's that say on there? Yeah. Brown and Hendrick. Established 1836, I think that was. I like the detail in this game. It's so... Let's see what else we can find. These are just houses. Let's have a look at some of the industries down here. Let's have a look what we've got. What we've got there. Books and drinks. What's this one? Books and drinks. Black rock vegetables. And he's open. Here we go. Here's the industries. Look at these. Stuff outside. William and Son clothing. Look at it, looks just so more. That 4 people in the coach, that's working good. We should have a look at these coaches actually. There's one. There's the other one. We've got 2. Let's just bring up our overlay for bus stops. There's not loads of people waiting, so I think we're okay with that. We've got 5 people waiting there and 1 there. We could add another line, another one on each of those as well. I think we're doing okay though. Train's doing good out that way. And more importantly, production's going there, and hopefully it's going to put some stuff in there as long as we haven't put it too far away, which we shouldn't have done. We're going to ramp up production. It needs more crude oil, which is that one hopefully. Yep, here we go. 1 crude oil. Here's a fuel one, and then we've got more crude oil coming in there. There should be 2 more fuel ones somewhere. Where are they gone? They gone out to this guy. Yeah, they went out there. That's alright. You can move now. You see how that little bit along the side here is red, where we made it red. It's just little... It's tiny details. I've really gone into the details on this now. I really think this is a fantastic... Well, I'm not allowed to say actually. Not allowed to say. It's a preview. I can't review it. You have to make up your own minds. But it's fantastic detail they've added is what I was meant to say. It's annoying because I'm not a reviewer anyway. I don't do reviews. You guys have to make up your own mind, but I like the level of detail, is what I'm trying to say, even though I'm not allowed to say it. There we go, he's coming in. He's going to make some money now. We haven't got all those horrible red numbers flashing up on the screen now as well, like we did in Train Fever. And we get 109 grand, that's not bad. How many is he going to bring back? Has he got a full load coming back? Hopefully he has. And we'll catch him this end, hopefully. Yes, he has. So we're kind of losing out on profits now because we need to make another wagon on here. Have we got anything waiting there yet? Still nothing waiting. There should be. Maybe it's got to make 10. It is attached to the road. see what it does. We've got to catch that train this time round though. Don't let me forget it again. I don't want to lose the passengers, you see. I want to wait till it empties the passengers out, but they're still at the station. And then I'm going to do a little trick to get them back to the depot. Add another carriage and then send him back out without him waiting too long. Really, this should be facing that way into a station, really, on these now. That's your best bet. I like them facing outwards. But ideally, you want them facing into the stations. It's a lovely depot. Still got quite a way to go. He's dropped off crude oil. Still nothing waiting there. A little bit worrying. There, we've got a tank now. Maybe it will do it. I want to see if he picks up. He didn't. But hopefully that's told him that we want the fuel. May have put that. It should be close enough if it's dropping off. It just needs to get going. We've got more going on the way out. That's fine. Out there as well, maybe. Train's about halfway. I'm keeping an eye on everything. We want stuff to be waiting. Portland wants fuel. Look, Portland has a demand for fuel. Line usage 14%. That's not bad. We may have to borrow money in this game as well. Get rid of that now. How many people are here? At 25. We do need to upgrade this now. We need an extra wagon on it. That was a save. Interesting how the red numbers still come up on here even though I've got them turned off up there. It's interesting. That's not as bad as seeing all the red numbers flash up over the screen. I'm happy with that. He's just dropped off. Still nothing waiting. Come on, refinery, sort your stuff out. We have got those set to fuel, haven't we? Those ones. That's a crude one going back. There's a fuel one, yep. It's fuel. He's correctly set. Here we go. Right, come on. We're going to upgrade him and add a wagon. To the train. Here he comes. Here he comes. We're going to wait for him to drop off 28 passengers. I don't want him to pick any up. I want them to stay in the station. Look at that. That looks good. There he goes. 2019. 3, 2, 1, go. Back to depot. Oh, I've hit go to depot. No, go back. No, unable to find path. Oh, that's no good. I should have stopped him and turned him around. It didn't work the way I wanted him to. We can sort that out. We'll have to wait for him to go another time. That's annoying. This is interesting because this is producing the stuff. But it's not putting it in there. And it should be. Maybe I have to move that closer. May have to move that closer. That should be working. Yeah, it says nothing waiting. Okay, should we move it closer? I think we can. I think we're going to have to. We'll try it closer. Get one of those up as well. I'm going to have to wait for the wagons to go out. But that's not picking up the oil. We'll move it closer and we'll see if that works. Got to get that train back in the depot. We'll have to do it from this end, which is going to be annoying because it's got a long way to travel then without no passengers on board, or we lose a set of passengers. Still nothing being picked up. That's strange. Okay, so those lines are now not working, so we need to go like that to get them working. Remove that, add that, and we'll see if that works. That's going to bug me now. I'll show you the flattening tools. Look, here we go. How cool is that? They're really good. Job done. We'll see if that works. Portland South can go. That's gone. We want to keep that open and see if that's making fuel. It should be making fuel. There's fuel there. It should be going into there. That should work now. Hopefully. Better work. I've got it all set right. Well, we want fuel. Take it out of there. Put it in there. Right. Let's speed up time a little bit. Get him up the other end. There's going to be loads of people here though, look. Going to have to leave them there. We'll get them on the next run. Bring it back to normal speed. I'm going to pause it this time and then we're going to try and get to go back to the depot. Here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Pause. Go. Play. Pause. No, that's loading. Right. Back to depot. Right, there we go. He's going back to depot. We lost 3 passengers. That's alright. We'll make that up in a minute. Still got nothing waiting here. What's going on with this? That should work. Something not working with this refinery. It's producing. Produce fuel. Let's bring up this line then. Told them to go back in and wait. I'll keep that up there for a minute. Where's the line gone? That would help if I had that in. Did I not have that in the first place? I did, I swear. I haven't lost them on the others, have I? No, that's in there. We're good. This should be picking up fuel. Vehicles. Look, fuel. They're all fuel wagons and they're not working. That's broke. Found a bug. As I say, you will get bugs. And we're not making any money now because of the... Well, we probably are making a little tiny bit of money, but obviously there's nothing back on the train. These should be getting fuel. For some reason they're not. Why are they not getting fuel? I don't get that because there is a fuel line. It runs through and it goes to the right place. Clearly says jobs want fuel. Jobs are that end. We're covering them. Look, it's even built extras. Hopefully that will get fixed. Because otherwise we're wasting quite a bit of money there at the moment. We are making a little bit on there. Obviously that line makes the most money, is the train line. See what I mean? But you can't spam loads of wagons on and make a fortune like you used to. Why is this not working, mate? We'll see what happens when they get some more crude oil. Train's on its way back. Let's speed them up. I want to upgrade this wagon. I've not had that before. That normally works. Don't quite know. It's dropping goods off. It's just not picking goods up. Right, here we go. Train in. Bam. Right, we are going to go buy trains. I'm going to put another wagon on. Going to make it the dark red again. There we go. We've got 3 on now. I'm going to set him to this line. Get him back out. Speed him up quick. We've got 14 people waiting. And I'm going to flick him around the other way as soon as he's passed. There we go. He's going back that way. Simple. Bang. Done. Got 3 wagons on our train now. And we've still not got any goods being picked up here. I don't care. We haven't put the wrong... No. Got goods terminals both ends. They're in the right place. That should work. Should work. I've got 2 wagons waiting. Nothing there. Get them going again. I don't know quite what's going on there. We'll see if that will break that. So we've got people on there, 17 people in total. And we'll have a lot of people this end, I suspect. Da, da, da. There we go, 19. That's not bad. Train's off. How's our... what's his name line doing? Yeah, look, we've got people waiting there. I don't know where our wagons are. That's probably one of them. There's 2. There's 9 people waiting there. We can put an extra wagon on that line. Why not? Let's do it. That one. That can go... oh, no, I want in grey. Now what we do there is we bring this up here. We go to details and we change his colour there. That's better. Nearly did it wrong. Nearly. It should be grey. It is grey. And let's build more houses there. They're upgrading. Wow. What we should do is put a little road out there. That would develop out this way then. That would be good. 1 person unemployed. Oh, never mind, mate. You'll get a job one day. Right. Why is that not taking fuel? Answers down below on a postcard. It should do it in theory. We've got more oil on the way. That should be crude oil, yeah. That should be crude oil, yeah. So we've got crude oil coming in. We'll see how we get going. We've got less than a mil left. We spent 2/3 of our money. We're not even 2/3 of the way through. Train's going to make some money again. I like these, they're getting bigger. Look at these. Look. How many people? 9 residents. And only show 8 there, plus 1. Could have kind of put it on in there, but it couldn't carry on forever. How many people on this one? Plus 5. How kind of like that. It's growing though. What's our other town doing? Is our other town growing a little bit? Yeah, we've got some bigger buildings in here, look. 13 in that one. Which looks fabulous around the streets. Our little station. Now obviously we could probably build a track out somewhere else. The problem is it's although that's going to be fine, add another track out, we won't have enough to buy a train, which means we'd have to borrow money, which is a risky business. But it's producing stuff, we've got stuff. Is that crude oil though, or is that fuel? I don't know which is which, because it did put some over here originally and then stopped. It's producing again. There's a red one, isn't it? No, he's dropping off. There you go, look, it produces that, and then that produces that. Does it? Or does that go there? Please tell me they're not taking it back. No. There we go, it's got fuel. We've got 1 fuel. It's working. It's working, but that's all I need to know. I'm happy with that. It's making fuel again, so that must be that fuel. I don't know why it's made that fuel, and then... Hang on, now it's got... That's fuel there, look. So that must be the crude oil coming in. That there's the refined oil. And that there's the fuel, which it's now making. Because it has a demand for it. Excellent. We've worked it out. You just needed time. Give it time and it will do it. Look at that nice place. That hotel there. Oh, that's a commercial building. 12 shopping facilities. So we've got nothing coming in there though. We need to address that. We need to address that. We need to get food in there, and there is no food anywhere near here. That will be a problem. The nearest one is all over this way somewhere. Over there, I think. Oh no, we've got one over there. But there's no... it's quite a long way though. There's one over there as well. Again, a long way. Nowhere near to get food in. What else can we get in? Yeah, tools we've already looked at. Goods. What about goods? Over there, but you're going to need that's going to be quite a complicated one to get goods in. So we're not going to be able to supply the shops yet, but we are going to get there eventually. The towns are growing, and if we look out at the towns and go population, Portland is now top. We've made it the top. Nashville is growing, but Portland is now the most populated city on the planet. Reason being is probably because we've got this line going to it as well, and we're supplying fuel, or we will be. So we could do another line from here out to Richmond, I would say. This is an interesting place. Can we get a what's his name station in here somewhere? Now if we can get one in the middle, brilliant. Can we get a little road in here somehow? I don't want to waste 405 grand doing it. I can help it. Construction not possible. No, I don't want to do it there. That would take 77 grand. I'm tempted. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because having one of these in here. Like that. And we're just going to tidy that up. That looks better. That looks better. Having one of these in here will be a good thing. Whether it make any money or not is another thing, but it's a long route. We kind of want a road to go straight across, especially considering what we got there. Ooh, yes. But I'm not going to do that yet. Have we got time? We've got 10 minutes. We can do this. Richmond to Nashville. There we go. Road, that should say on the end of that. Because I think we called the other one road, didn't we? Yes, we did. Right. We're going to want one at the moment. Set him to that line. We'll get him going. Did tell you it works slower this game, but hopefully by the time you guys are playing it on the 8th, we'll have a little bit more balancing on the finances, and money will be a little bit easier for you guys to make. Look at all this in here, stacks in there. Look, 52. Wow, look at that. Now that would be good if we could get a train station in there that carried oil, but if we have a look at our wagons, none of this carries oil, not one. So we can't actually do oil by rail until later in the game. Ah, you didn't realise that, did you? Here we go, here comes the money. It's 127k. Are we turning a profit yet? We're still not turning a profit. We are, how many years into the game? Quite a few. However, if I go onto this, I love these graphs, by the way. Look at this. Right, we can go finances. Look at that. It shows us our running costs and our profit, our income. I kind of want a third graph in here, which would be net profit. So this income would be your gross profit, they're your expenditures, and then you would have a net profit at the end of it, which would be the difference between that and that. It should be a third bar, which would be good. I have to email them and say that. Have to email them. Same, it works with all the lines. If we look at this one, this is making 58 grand actually, this ain't bad. Finances, that is raking in some cash now. So that's got quite a good net profit. Because I haven't spammed hundreds of wagons, which are running costs, aren't through the roof, we're making a good overall profit. It's not bad. Not bad at all. So there's your, you see they've got it there, that is effectively your net profit, is 58k that year. Again, we can look at this for all of them. Finances, he's been running at loss. That will start improving. Because I think these will now start. Yes, they've picked up. He's picked up some fuel. Good. So here, start making a profit. This guy we've only just started, so we're almost in profit on all our lines. So we can just leave it running. It's just going to over time take its time. Did I close that train down? I didn't want to. There you go. What was it? We could carry 28 before. We got one extra passenger on board going out to Nashville now, which is great. Got a lot of people waiting here. A lot of people waiting on the ring road. How many people have we got on this ring road at Portland?
Connection lost.
Is 2. So we can only carry 8 people. So we could expand to that. So let's do it. Let's go and add in another. Should we do 1 or 2? I reckon 2 is optimum. We're going to go for 2. And again, we're going to go up to... I'm going to go up to Nashville. Just want to get up to Nashville, anywhere in Nashville, just to have a look at our... We can close that down. There's not many people waiting there. We'll add another one on this one as well. Just because we can. And that can go on the Nashville one. There we go. We need to add another one later on, but that's okay. Where's our guy going to Richmond? He's only out that far so far. He's got a long way to go. And not a long time to get there. Here we go. The fuel's building up here. So it's coming out of this one. We're doing good. We can close that down. Fantastic. 5 minutes and it's over. We're making money. I can get rid of the wagons. We don't need to see all of those all the time. But it's growing pretty well. We're getting a nice little industry in here. It'd be nice if this connects up through here. We could probably encourage that, to be honest, by building a road, but it's spending money that we don't need to. Roads are coming out here. Look at all this extra industry that's plopped up in here, because this went down this road, if you remember, and now we've got all this coming up through here, because there's a greater demand for jobs. Slowly but surely we're going to increase what we do, and I'm looking out as to what else we can do. Now, I have a theory which I've not tested. I haven't had chance. In theory, you could supply all the materials, all the construction materials, all the machines and fuel to this town and not supply any shopping facilities. And then supply all the shopping facility stuff into Nashville. And I'm wondering if that would then create a better commute route between the two. I've not tested this theory though, but I am going to try it, which is why we started off with fuel in here. This is where we're going. So we also will need machines in here, which the nearest one is there. I don't think there's a better one. There's one over there as well, saying that. I'll have to have a look at that between episodes and see what we get. He's at the other end. He's got 32 people now. This train is going to start making money now. We could start getting into a profit scenario, which is good, which we should do, because these should all, with the exception of this line here, be making money. Well, 2 lines making money. We should be there. And we could go off and do similar somewhere else. We don't have to stay here. I could go off, for instance, and say, I don't know, anywhere. We could say here, look, fuel to there, and then fuel into Wilmington, and start doing that. There's no reason why not to do that. In fact, it would be fairly easy to add in a fuel depot there. That one's going to be a little bit more tricky. It's got a little bit of a graphical glitch there. They are working on some of these little features. They are aware of them. Remember, this is a preview copy, and then it would be quite easy to come down, especially into industry here. Ooh, and look at that. So say you're supplying industry here. Right in there. Off of there would cover the lot of that, or a majority of that. You kind of would prefer it in there, I reckon. There you go. That's where you want it, is there. That covers a huge demand of that. Or there. It would cost a fortune to knock those buildings down, but you get the idea. Again, we want food, but there's no grain or anything around there. There's a long way to go for grain. That would have to do quite a long trip. I kind of want to do a train link for that, if I do, and then bring it in. Trying to plan it out in my head. Plan it out. We've got fuel working. Right, what's next? Not a lot. The demand here is, look, 30 people waiting there. 11 people to go on the ring road, 5 people on Erie. 16 people in total. There's a few people waiting there. Coaches are doing well, look, always full. How much fuel we got there? 39. Doing well getting that out. Look at the amount of stuff that's there. We've got more than enough there for the wagons en route. We've still not got the supply of it yet because they're still en route. So yeah, we're doing pretty good. I've got something planned for episode number 3. It's grown into a nice little town. Let's have a look. 290, we're nearly at 300 population. That's not bad. This, we can see our age of our vehicles as well, that way, and what their balance is, whether they make money or not. So you could individually go off and get rid of stuff. Again, we can see the amount of cargo. We can't seem to filter that one, which you should be able to. You can do that one, cargo and passengers, and you can do the town and the names. You can't seem to do the cargo one. It doesn't seem to work. Again, work in progress. We've got lines, so you can look at the line. That's a pretty good one, because then that one, I like that one actually. I forgot all about that. You can leave that up. You can see what they are, road or rail. I don't know if you can... I don't know what that little line is there, that little arrow. But we can see what ones are making money and what ones aren't. See, that has got 12 of 12 cargo in there. So does that mean that's got 12? No, that's 7. So that's full capacity. Does that mean every wagon's got it? That's not bad. We can see where we need more capacity now. How cool is that? Anyway, I'm going to end it there. I'm going to end it there because we're doing pretty good. We can see that we need more crude oil and more fuel because there's a demand for it, and we're doing pretty well. So, if you've liked this episode, hit the like button right now. Not tomorrow, but now. I'll put the links to Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Patreon all in the description of the video. Please feel free, if you don't understand anything, ask questions down below in the comments. I will try and answer every single one. I do a pretty good job of that, I think. Everybody else can answer as well if they know it. So make sure you pop some questions down there before, so I can help answer your questions. I also like any tips, ideas, or questions. Well, obviously questions, tips or ideas you have. You know, what you think I should be doing. Little tips that you think, that used to work in Train Fever. Does that work in Transport Fever? We'll try these things out as we play. Obviously, you can see balancing your books is much more harder in Transport Fever. It's going to be fun to see how other people get on as well. I'll put the links to Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and I've said that, haven't I? Patreon, all in the description of the video, along with the map seed. Most importantly there, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you share these videos out. And do not forget the live stream on Tuesday, the 8th of November. Going to be giving a copy away. Make sure you come along. That's it for today. So until the next time, it's goodbye from me for now. Bye-bye.